We are starting off with the cat cow, and in this movement, the best way to perform this movement is to breathe in while your head is up and breathe out and contract your core while your head goes down. Another tip I want to leave you with is bring your chin to your chest first, and your spine naturally rolls up, and then you're breathing out. When you're opening up your chest, you're trying to look up, you're breathing in. So you bring in the air and you release it. You move as you breathe. You don't just move, you move as you breathe. So you bring your chin to your chest, so your spine naturally just takes a rounding. So when you're trying to go back up, you bring your chin upwards and tilt your pelvic backwards. And after that, you're going into this cobra movement. It's still the same movement, but this time we are just, throwing our ass backwards to our heels, and bring your chin, your chest up, look up, and then when you want to come back up, bring your chin to your chest, your spine rolls, and then you throw it back to your heels. And this is just a warm up for our core exercises, which will be coming in next. I hope you enjoy. Hello, and for this one, it's a core movement, but in this movement, we are accompanying it with some balancing exercises, and this exercise is going to challenge your balance. So it's either you go with the right hand with the left leg at the same time, but if you feel you can hold this balance yet, it means your core is not yet strong enough. So we can go with just one leg at a time. If you look at the video, you see the position of my leg. It's like I'm pushing away with my heels, so you should pay attention to that, and remember to breathe and go slowly. You go slow so that you know the movement, and then we can go fast later. So for now, we are breathing and we are taking it slow. When we are done with 6 on each leg, we are going to go into the next movement. It's almost the same as this, just that we are facing in the opposite direction. Your hands and your legs go upwards, and in that position, we are still going to be pushing at our heels while engaging the core. One thing I want you to point out when you're in the dead bugs is your pelvic position. Okay, now I'm going into the dead bug, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So in the dead bugs, I want you to pay attention to your back. Tilt your pelvic upwards. Make sure your back is pinned to the ground. So when you're pushing through your heels, I want you to still pay attention to your back so it doesn't get arched. You're still pressing it into the ground and pushing away at your heels. When it comes to movement, I want you to remember to be engaged. Stay engaged in the movement. By staying engaged, you are engaging all the muscles. You are in the moment. It's more like being mindful. This is what we call mindful movements. So as you're pushing away, you're breathing out. While you're bringing your leg backwards, you're breathing in. Remember, it's when you're not loaded, you breathe in. When it's loaded, you breathe out. So in whatever position you are, as long as you're putting in effort, you're breathing out. When you're not putting in much effort, you're breathing in. In this video, you see, you try to keep your core stable. What I mean by your core is the midsection. Try to keep it stable from your shoulder to your pelvic, and just push away at your heels. And by doing so, you engage your glutes, you engage your core. If you can raise your hands and your leg at the same time, that will be awesome. And you can challenge yourself and see how far you can go or how stable you are By doing this, you build balance, and as I said, we keep repeating it so that our brain gets a hint of what you're doing, because you're new to this movement, so it's going to feel awkward at first. Your brain is trying to understand what you're doing, but in time the coordination is going to come. So just give it time and stay in the movement. I know you're strong and you got this. Enjoy it. I'm going to play some music after this, and I know it's the same music, but it's going to be fun.